Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know. And for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what you need in your drugstore makeup starter kit. So this is a perfect video if you really don't play around with makeup much, but you want to start getting into it, or if you use a lot of high-end products, or if you're somebody who is a makeup artist and just likes to use more drugstore friendly options. This is going to be a great video for you to watch. These are my drugstore holy grails. I feel like in a lot of my videos I often reach for a lot of high-end stuff, but throughout the past year or so I have been experimenting with drugstore products, and y'all, I found the best of the best and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. So if you guys are interested in this video, then please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and then also don't forget to subscribe before you go. And without further ado, let me go ahead and show you guys what is in my makeup starter kit drugstore edition. Okay guys, so I definitely want to give you guys some options too. So a lot of these products, I do have a drugstore option, and I do have a second sort of backup drugstore option. So these are just some of my like 1 or 2 holy grail products. So first thing that we're going to do is set the face. So one of my absolute favorite, you guys already know, is the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. This is great. This is multitasking. You can prep the skin, you can refresh the skin, and then you can also set the skin with this. So I really love this. This is about 10 bucks if you guys also want a different alternative. I don't have it on me. I actually just finished it, but Wet n Wild, the photo focus setting sprays are amazing. I'll insert a picture here for you guys. That is so good, and that one's like 3 bucks. It just makes your skin feel so refreshed and just so nice. I'm super oily, but I always have to have a sort of priming spray. That is just because even though I'm oily, I really need to make sure that my skin is super moisturized. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is prime up the lids, and to do that, y'all should already know what my favorite primer is if you have been watching me for a while, but it is the Covergirl Lid Locket Primer. I love this stuff so much. It is so good. I have super oily skin, and this is like the best primer ever. I used to be obsessed with the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and then I tried this out instead just for like in a drugstore dupe, and y'all, you need this. This is so darn good. Make sure that my eyeshadow stays on all day. I really love it. Okay, now that the setting spray sort of set into my skin, we're gonna go ahead and prime. What we're gonna do is we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Primers. I love these. I have the poreless one right here, and then I also do have the matte one. So I like to use a matte all over my face just because I am super oily, and I like to use the pore one right wherever I get really bad pores. Another great alternative, Covergirl has a really great primer. I'll insert a picture for you guys, and that one is amazing if you're oily. And I know that e.l.f. also has a luminizing one if you guys are a little bit more on the dry side, but I have talked to a few people and they said that the matte one, even though they do have combination skin, really isn't that drying for them. But next we're gonna go in with the poreless one. I really love this. This is so good. This really reminds me of the Tatoo Silk Canvas, which I'm like obsessed with, and it also reminds me of the Tarte Timeless. That one, oh my gosh, that used to be my holy grail, but this is kind of on the same exact par with it. It's just more affordable. I think these are like $7 or something like that. It's super affordable. So first I like to sort of rub it in, and then I like to press it into my skin. So now let's go ahead and do the brows. And for brows, we're gonna go in with the NYX. This is just the micro brow pencil. When I first used this, I actually was not a fan, but after using it a few more times, I'm like, oh, I kind of like it. Like, it's not that bad. We're still on lockdown for the coronavirus. Well, we're not really locked down, but you're only supposed to go out if you are an essential employee. And so I haven't got my brows done. I should do them at home, but I'm kind of just letting them grow out. So this is super pigmented. I feel like when I first tried it, it really wasn't that pigmented. But once I kind of got past, I don't know if it's the first layer or what, my brows looked so much better. This is a great dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. Another really good brow pencil. I do love the ColourPop one, but that is, I think you can get that at Ulta, but I really do like the Catrice eyebrow pencil. That is probably one of my favorites. What we're going to go ahead and do next is we're going to fill in the brow. So one pomade that I really love is this Maybelline one. Y'all know I used to love the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I think it was like a gel. This is just the pomade version, and this is so good, so pigmented. You guys can see I used a lot of it, but with this you literally only need a little bit of it. Like a little bit goes a long way. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows with this. Another great alternative to this is e.l.f. e.l.f. has one, and I really actually do like the e.l.f. pomade as well. Now to clean up the brows, I actually don't have a favorite like pot concealer from the drugstore. I really do like the NARS one. The Makeup Revolution one is like alright, not my favorite. I do know that NYX has one, it just I have not tried that out. So we're just gonna go in with regular concealer. So my favorite concealer, which I'll be talking about more later, is the Covergirl Trublend Undercover concealer, and this is in the shade Perfect Beige. And all I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of all you need is just like a flat brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up my brows. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and we're just going to blend that out. So next let's jump into the eyes. So I do have two eyeshadow palettes in front of me, and Wild Color Icon palette. This one is the My Glamour Squad, the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette, which is great. This one has a really large mirror, which is awesome. This one is all matte shades. This is a mixture of the two. I really love both of them. They're very pigmented. Another great brand is Profusion. The only thing is Profusion I think is only sold at like Target. You can get them online. They are super affordable, and I think you can also get them at TJ Maxx. I haven't found any at TJ Maxx, but that is a really great brand. But I'm just gonna go in with the Color Icon one because this is probably one of my favorite palettes. And we're first gonna just go in with the transition shade, which is this shade right up top, and tap off the excess, and then we're just gonna run that in the crease. They're super pigmented and they're very easy to blend out. So I'm just going in windshield wiper motions, and then I'm sort of buffing that out just to blend it out a little bit more. Then what I want to do is just take this shade right here, and I want to place that a little below the crease. I'm kind of just tapping that on the outer corner. And I'm going a little below the crease and in the crease. I'm trying not to go above the crease. So I'm going in windshield wiper motions. I want to add a little bit more of that transition shade right in the crease, and then just blowing that out again. But the great thing about these palettes is they're super affordable, and they even have different color stories. But I'm gonna go in, I think I want to go in with this pretty pink shade, and I'm going in with a flat brush. Ooh, that looks pigmented. Kind of just packing that on at first because I don't want any fallout. Ooh, that's pretty. We're definitely going to add in some dimension at the end. I really love that pink shade. I think that pink shade is just so darn adorable. So next, I think I'm going to go in with this deep dark brown shade. It looks really pretty. And I just want to tap that on the end just to get a little bit more dimension over there. That's such a pretty like chocolatey shade. Again, I'm going in super light. That's actually a great tip. Whenever you're doing any eyeshadow, it's always best to just gradually build. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put this palette to the side right now, and we're gonna continue on with the face. So for complexion, I have 3 favorites. Would be helpful if I showed them to you. I do have 3 favorites. Another great one is the Maybelline Super Stay. I'll insert a picture here. That one is a great foundation. It's super full coverage, and it's gonna stay on all day. My next one, I do love the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is great. This isn't matte. This kind of gives like a natural finish. It wears very nicely throughout the day. It's very light. It just looks like your skin but better. This is definitely one of my favorites and something that I feel like I reach for a lot and I see on YouTube like all of the time. Another amazing one is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. This one literally just looks like your skin, it's just better. It is so good. You guys could see like I have used this up. I love this. This is so good. I use this like all the time for work, and when I do wear it for work, people are like, wow, your skin, it just looks so pretty and fresh, and it really just melts into the skin. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the skin. And another foundation that I have been reaching for constantly that I love, and when I say constantly, I mean like when I do wear makeup, which now is like really not that much because I am stuck home, but before we were put on quarantine, I was reaching for this one a lot. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I feel like I was definitely late to the game by picking this one up, but it is so good. I am obsessed. This one is in shade Buff. This is what we're going to go into. This is what we're going to go in with today because I feel like I've used the other ones on camera, but this is beautiful. I'm obsessed. Also, some really good sponges. This is actually from Amazon. This is the Beaky sponges. I really like them. You get a pack. I think there's like 7 or something, and then they're super affordable, and I really love them. They're very soft and bouncy. Another great one is the e.l.f. Total Face, I think it is. That one is amazing. I love that one. And then also check out Real Techniques. Real Techniques has amazing sponges, and I think that was like my first ever sponge that I got, truthfully. Now I hope that this matches because your girl is pale because I am not going anywhere. So one thing about this foundation is a full coverage, but it doesn't look full coverage like, oh my god, she's wearing so much makeup. But it is a full coverage that just looks really pretty on the skin, and I feel like it covers up a lot of blemishes. It just looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna go in with the Beaky sponge, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce this out. Again, it might not be a perfect match for me, but we're going to make it a perfect match as always. Another thing that I do like about this sponge is there is that really pointy tip, so it's very easy to get like close and in all like the crevices, and this just blends out so beautifully. This gives such a beautiful finish, and this is a matte finish, and just blending that down because that is a little dark for me. Again, I have not self-tanned in like 3 weeks. Part of me is just like, I'm not going anywhere, so why do I have to self-tan? So next we're gonna go in with the concealer. So I already talked about it. It is the Covergirl Trublend concealer, and I absolutely adore this concealer. This is great for covering up underneath your eyes. This is great for covering up blemishes. This is great basically for everything. It is just amazing. I love it so much. It does have a pretty big wand, and another great thing about this is super similar to the ever talked about, like most favorite foundation ever, the concealer ever, the Tarte Shape Tape. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like Tarte Shape Tape? I feel like I've said it before. It is super drying on my under eyes, but this is a great dupe for it, and it's definitely a lot creamier, so it doesn't crease like that on me. It doesn't make me look like super old. It is just an amazing concealer. Let's go ahead and talk about some powder. So I recently found this powder, I think it was about 2 months ago, and I am completely obsessed. It is the Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder. It is so good. I'm oily. Like, I feel like I've said that a lot. I'm super oily. This doesn't keep me oily. This keeps me super like matte and just really pretty. So it does look like this. It does have like a little bit of a tint. I don't know if this is going to pick up, but this is in the shade Light, and I just put it like all over my skin. I feel like it just gives such, I'll do half of my face and I'll show you guys. It just gives such a pretty finish to the skin. But you guys could definitely see, this is the side that I powdered. You guys could see it definitely looks more airbrushed, flawless, very soft versus this one. It's like this versus this, such a difference. And another great thing is it doesn't leave your skin feeling dry. Next, let's go ahead and set the brow. So I did talk about the Maybelline one that I really do enjoy, but today we're going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set. I actually really love this one, and I think I like it a little bit more than the Maybelline one because look at that foot. The foot just makes it so easy just to get right up in your brows and comb through. So let's go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. I think all I'm going to do is just take that brown shade and I'm going to press that really close to my waterline. Then what I'm going to do is just take a small pencil brush and I'm going to go into that transition shade that we used, and I'm going to buff this right down just to smoke this area out a little bit. And while we're here, let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a very thin line, and I'm going to go and use the Covergirl liquid liner. This is in the shade 320. This is super, super black. This is super, super pigmented, and it is amazing. I love it. Y'all know I usually do like my pens, but this one is just like a little tip, and I actually really do enjoy this. It's pretty easy to get a nice thin line, and it is just so black and perfect. And also because of the tip, because it is so small and actually like pretty bendable, it's very easy to do a wing with this. So for liner, Maybelline makes really good liners, but my favorite that you can definitely find at Target and Ulta, I'm not really sure if you can get it at Walmart or like CVS or anything like that. Actually, I think CVS you can. I think you can CVS. But this is the Endless Silky Eye Pen by Pixi. To me, this is like a great dupe for the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencils, which are my favorite. But y'all look. That is so darn pigmented. I love it. And it also wears very, very nicely throughout the day. Next, we're going to go ahead and put on some mascara. Y'all already know my favorite is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. Got this in PR. I did do a video and unboxing of this. This is the best mascara ever. Like, you guys need it. Another great one that I've actually been falling in love with is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. This one is great, but does not beat my Maybelline one. I feel like my Maybelline one is my holy grail. I love it. It is something I reach for all of the time, and I go through mascara like very, very easily. It really makes you look like you're wearing falsies when you're not wearing falsies. Now, you can definitely go ahead and use this on your lower lashes. I feel like the wand doesn't really make it that difficult, but one lower lash mascara that I absolutely adore is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. This is great. The wand is super thin, and it just makes for great lower lashes. So next, we're gonna go ahead and put on some bronzer, because y'all know my neck really needs it. But we're gonna go in with the OG favorite bronzer ever, the Physicians Formula bronzer. So this one is in the shade Deep. I have like all of the shades. They're so good. I love it. Smells heavenly. Like, it just smells like the beach, and I feel like right now, because that's where I want to be, it just makes me happy. Another great alternative is the L Primer Infused Bronzers. This one is in the shade Forever Sunkiss. I think this one is like the light or the medium. The other two that I did see did pull a little bit more warm. This one just wears really, really nice. It does have a primer infused in it, so you do get a little bit more wear, but I feel like the Physicians Formula, it does wear pretty well on me. If there's one thing that you do buy from this video, please let it be this. Like, look at that color. It is just so good. Blends out so easily. So let's talk blushes. Y'all know my favorite OG ever blushes are the Burt's Bees blushes. I have all their shades. I love them. They are so beautiful. Another great alternative is the e.l.f. Primer Infused blushes. I only have two shades right here. So right here I do have Always Cheeky, and then this one is Always Spicy. So I do have both of these. These are great. I feel like maybe I'll do a little bit of this and then a little bit of the e.l.f. one. So this one is in the shade Always Cheeky. It is so pretty. It is just such a nice pink. This wears beautifully because it does have a nice primer in it. You do get just like such a pretty pink color. But let's go ahead and take the Burt's Bees one. This one is in the shade Bare Peach, and it's just such a pretty shade. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. This one is like a little powdery, but I feel like it just wears so nicely. Now let's go ahead and let's contour. So I feel like you guys know this. It has been around for a while. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. This one is great. This one, I did break it the first day I got it, which made me really, really sad. But I love this contour shade. Even the brightener is amazing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and then just contour it slightly, because, you know, we've been home and we've been snacking, so we need a little bit of a contour in our lives. I really do love this. And then we're gonna take that brightening shade and let's put that underneath our eye just to brighten. You guys can see this definitely looks a lot brighter. And then we're just going to take this and then just clean up. This is great for cleaning up so you get that nice sharp jawline. Let's talk some highlighters. So one that I really love that just gives a nice glow from within is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It is amazing. I love this one. This is in the shade Be My Highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my chin. I am oily, but I love just putting that on my chin just for like a nice inner glow highlight. You see that? It just looks so pretty. Some highlights that I really do love. The Wet n Wild highlighters are amazing, but I feel like I use them a lot on my channel. I also really do love the Physicians Formula Butter highlighters. They're great. This one is in the shade Rose Gold. But another great one is the Maybelline Chrome highlighters. Y'all, they are bomb. This is in the shade Reflect Chrome. It is beautiful. This was actually a collab with Puma highlighter. Just adds such a pretty glow. And it definitely is pretty blinding. A little bit on my nose, and then just the Cupid's bow. Then let's go ahead and set, and then we'll go ahead and do the lips. So one setting spray that I love is the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. This will keep you matte for up to 16 hours. I feel like I haven't worn my makeup for 16 hours, but I've worn it for like 12 or so hours, and it does keep me pretty matte. And this is what it looks like. It is great, and my ex has a great one as well. And then you guys could see the mist. It's a very nice fine mist. I love this. It just feels so nice on the skin. Okay guys, for lips, I just want to round off some of my favorite. You guys know I love lippies. So NYX, I really do love their it is just their lip pencil. This one is just like the one with the wooden tip. This is great. I actually really also do love their, I think it is Glide On, Slide On, definitely a turn on. Their lip liners are amazing. It is retractable, super creamy. I couldn't find it. I was like searching for a good 10 minutes. Could not find it, but that one is amazing. As far as lipsticks, I really do enjoy, if you are looking for more of a liquid lipstick, I really do like the L'Oreal Infallible lipsticks. And then I also do like the Maybelline Superstay lipsticks. They stay on all day. They're amazing. And then two lipsticks that I do have right here. I may play around. I'm not really sure which one I want to do. I do have the NYX Suede Matte Lipstick. Oh, this is great. I love their lipstick. Very matte, creamy. Doesn't dry out your lips. It looks really pretty on. And then I also do have the Maybelline Nude Nuisance lipstick. This is probably one of my favorites. I use it literally all of the time. But my favorite ever lip liner, you guys, if you know it, let me know in the comments down below. It is the LA Girl. It is the LA Girl retractable lip liners. They also do have wooden ones, which are really good. It's just the retractable ones are my favorite. The shade Keep It Spicy. I think I have 4 backups of this because it is literally my all-time favorite. I love this lip liner. It is retractable, but it's just so creamy and so good. I'm definitely obsessed. This is another one that if you want to buy something, go ahead and buy this because this is so good. And then whenever I do a lip liner, I always outline my lips regularly, but then I do add a little line right here and then just kind of just like across here, and I do fill in my lips a little bit over here just to kind of give me a more of a fuller pout. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade. I think I'm gonna do Nude Nuisance all over, and then I want to go ahead and take the NYX Suede one and put it right on top just to make it a little bit more lighter. I feel like with this look I need more of a lighter nude. I love mixing different lipsticks. I really love this combination too because it kind of gives a little bit of warmth to the lip. But then my favorite lip gloss that I really do love is the Essence Shine 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 Wet Lip Gloss. That is what it looks like, and it just gives such a pretty, like, you guys are gonna see, wet look to the lips. Like, look at the bottom lip compared to the top. It just looks full, it looks juicy, it looks so good. And another great thing is it's not sticky. It's not gonna like feel really thick or heavy or anything like that. It's just such a pretty gloss. So everyone, and that is the completed look for this video. I hope that you guys like a lot of these products. Let me know in the comments down below. What is your favorite drugstore product? What would you put in your drugstore starter kit? I definitely want to hear, and I hope that you guys like that I gave you different alternatives, but I really do love this makeup look. It matches my shirt, and I feel like I'm ready to go sit in the living room right now. But yeah, that is it. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I hope that it was a little bit helpful for you guys. As always, I hope that you guys are staying safe, that you guys are inside, social distancing, really taking care of yourself. I'm keeping you all in my prayers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and being here. I love you all so much. And I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye!